The honeymoon phase didn't even last a week before the internet exploded with questions about Blanco's marriage to Selena Gomez. A video surfaced online showing Benny in bed with two men while Selena was reportedly away, and the timing couldn't be worse. Just days after shutting down rumors about having an open marriage, this footage has fans spiraling and asking some very uncomfortable questions. So what really happened in that bedroom, and is there more to this story than meets the eye? Before we unpack this entire situation, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we're diving into all the celebrity drama you need to know about. Trust me, this story has layers you won't want to miss. Now, let's break it all down. Selena Gomez and Blanco just got married in what was described as an intimate, beautiful celebration. After 5 years of being mostly single and focusing on her healing journey, Selena finally found someone who seemed to truly get her. Benny has been nothing but supportive, adorable, and completely smitten with her in every interview and social media post. He's talked about how she asked him out, how oblivious he was that they were even dating at first, and how she said "I love you" before he did. It's been the kind of wholesome love story that fans have been rooting for, especially after everything Selena has been through publicly. But then, just as everyone was celebrating their union, a blind item dropped that sent shockwaves through the internet. Released on a Friday, the blind item read something along the lines of an A-list music producer telling women that he has an open marriage. Now, blind items are always vague by design, but the timing and description immediately made people think of Blanco. And considering he and Selena had literally just gotten married, the suggestion felt particularly jarring. An open marriage right out of the gate? That doesn't exactly scream fairy tale romance. And for Selena, who has been so vocal about wanting stability, family, and genuine connection after years of heartbreak and personal struggles, the idea that her new husband might be out there making those kinds of claims felt almost offensive to fans who've watched her journey. But here's where things took a turn from speculation to visual evidence that had everyone talking. Just 2 days after that blind item was published, a video started circulating online. And this wasn't some grainy, unclear footage that could be explained away easily. This was Blanco, very clearly in bed with two men, and the energy was, let's just say, intimate enough to raise eyebrows. In the video, you can see Benny lying in bed with these two guys, and they're not just sitting there having a casual conversation. They're cuddling, they're close, and at one point, someone in the video even says something about tickling him. The whole scene just felt unusual for what you'd expect from a newly married man whose wife is supposedly out of town. Now, let's be clear about something. I don't think anyone is suggesting that Benny was being unfaithful in a physical sense with these men. The video doesn't show anything explicitly inappropriate. But the optics? The optics are terrible. Because when you're a grown man, freshly married to one of the most beloved celebrities in the world, being in bed with your friends while she's away and having them tickle you is just not a good look. It's the kind of thing that makes people pause and go, wait, what exactly is happening here? And here's the thing about perception in the celebrity world. It doesn't matter if there's a completely innocent explanation. What matters is how it looks to millions of people who are already primed by a blind item to be suspicious. The timing of this video couldn't have been worse. It literally surfaced days after rumors about an open marriage started swirling, and now you've got visual content that, at minimum, shows questionable judgment. Let's talk about the dynamics here for a second. Blanco is a massively successful music producer. He's worked with everyone from Ed Sheeran to Halsey to Justin Bieber. He's talented, he's wealthy, and he moves in circles where boundaries might look different than they do for most people. The entertainment industry has always been known for having a more fluid approach to relationships, friendships, and personal boundaries. But that doesn't mean the general public is going to understand or accept behavior that seems off, especially when it involves someone as beloved as Selena Gomez. Selena's fans are incredibly protective of her, and rightfully so. She's been through so much publicly. The Justin Bieber relationship and all its ups and downs, her health battles with lupus, her mental health struggles, the kidney transplant, the constant media scrutiny. Every time she's tried to find happiness, something seems to come along and complicate it. So when fans see a video of her new husband in bed with other people while she's away, their immediate instinct is to protect her and question what's really going on. The video shows the guys in the bed joking around, and you can hear them laughing and being playful. One of them says something like, tickle him, and they're all just being goofy together. If you take it at face value, it could genuinely just be friends hanging out in a very LA, very entertainment industry kind of way. But the problem is context. When you've just been accused in a blind item of telling women you have an open marriage, and then days later a video surfaces of you in bed with multiple people, the context makes it look worse than it probably is. And let's address the elephant in the room. The fact that these are men and not women might make some people think it's less suspicious or less threatening to the marriage. But that's not really the point. The point is about boundaries, about respect, and about how your actions as a married person reflect on your partner. Selena Gomez is a global superstar with a reputation to protect. Every choice Benny makes now reflects on her, and vice versa. That's just the reality of being married to someone in the public eye. Now, some people online try to defend Benny by saying this is just how guys are with their close friends. They hang out, they joke around, they're comfortable with each other. And sure, that's true for some friendships. But there's a difference between being comfortable with your friends and being in bed with them while your wife is traveling. Most people, regardless of their industry or social circle, would recognize that this crosses a line that might make their partner uncomfortable. The other argument people made is that maybe Selena knew about this. Maybe she was fine with it. Maybe they have the kind of relationship where boundaries are different than what the average person might expect. And that's possible. Some couples operate differently, and what works for them might not work for others. But if that were the case, why were both Selena and Benny so quick to shut down the open marriage rumors? If they were truly in some kind of non-traditional arrangement, there'd be no need to deny it so forcefully. The fact that they immediately pushed back against those rumors suggests they want people to see their marriage as traditional and committed, which makes this video even more confusing because it contradicts that narrative. You can't claim to be in a completely monogamous, traditional marriage and then have videos surface of you in bed with multiple people. Those two things don't align, and that's why people are confused and asking questions. Let's also consider what Selena might be thinking and feeling about all this. She just got married. She's supposed to be in the happiest phase of her life right now. She's talked about wanting to start a family, about finding someone who truly loves and supports her. And now, within days of her wedding, she's got to deal with blind items and videos that are making people question her husband's behavior. That has to be frustrating and exhausting. Selena has been open about her struggles with anxiety and the pressure of living in the spotlight. She's talked about how sometimes when wonderful things happen to her, she immediately fears that something bad is about to happen. She even admitted that after getting married, she found herself sobbing because she was worried about losing it all. That kind of anxiety is real, and it's likely rooted in all the times things have fallen apart for her publicly. So having this drama pop up so soon after her wedding probably feels like confirmation of those fears. And then there's the question of why this video exists in the first place and who released it. Was it intentional? Was someone trying to stir up drama or plant seeds of doubt about the marriage? Or was it just friends being careless, filming something they thought was funny without considering how it might look if it got out? In the age of social media, everyone has a camera and nothing stays private for long. But you'd think people close to someone as famous as Blanco would be more careful about what they record and share. The reality is, we don't know the full story. We don't know what the context of that video was, what led up to it, or what happened after. We don't know if Selena was aware of it or how she felt about it. All we have is a few seconds of footage that, when combined with recent rumors, paints a picture that doesn't look great for Benny. What we do know is that Selena is a catch. She's beautiful, talented, successful, and has been working hard on herself for years. Benny Blanco is lucky to be with her, and most people would agree that he doesn't have a lot of room to be playing around or making choices that could jeopardize what they have. If he's smart, he'll recognize that and be more mindful about how his actions might be perceived, even if they're completely innocent. The truth is, when you marry someone at Selena Gomez's level of fame, your life changes. You're no longer just accountable to yourself or your close friends. You're accountable to millions of people who care about your partner and want to see her protected and happy. That means being extra careful about boundaries, about what you allow to be filmed, and about how you conduct yourself when she's not around. It's not about being controlled or losing your freedom. It's about respect and awareness. At the end of the day, hopefully, this is all just a misunderstanding. Hopefully, Benny and his friends were genuinely just hanging out in a way that makes sense to them, and there's nothing inappropriate going on. Hopefully, Selena knows the full story and is completely fine with everything. But the fact that we're even having this conversation days after their wedding is unfortunate. Because this should be the happiest time in their relationship, and instead, it's being overshadowed by questions and speculation that didn't need to exist. Marriage is hard enough without the entire world watching and judging your every move. And for Selena and Benny, the scrutiny is only going to get more intense as their relationship progresses. They're going to have to navigate these kinds of situations carefully and communicate openly with each other about boundaries and expectations. Because if they don't, these small controversies can snowball into bigger problems that actually threaten the foundation of what they're building together.
So, what do you think?
Was this video completely innocent, or does Benny need to be more careful about how his actions look? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity drama breakdowns.